Hi guys, sorry for starting this one so late in the game. The goal is to try and get Anima Squad, to try and show you how to use a good Anima Squad team. Yeah, Electro Charge has a good ability to do some extra damage to the opponents. So now we're looking for some Anima Squad. Currently, there's another one we need. Yeah, so that's basically our second Anima Squad. Yeah, so currently Gangplank is only in here since we don't have a third Anima Squad yet. So usually quite a good item to have is a Sunfire Cape, which is just combining those two items. It's also always a good item to put on your tanks, especially in the early game, since it will deal a lot of extra damage to the opponent. Yeah, so good organizing skill. All the units that you already have on your team, put them to the right. So if you need to get some extra gold, you can usually start from the left because they will be the units you don't have in your team yet. Yeah, so currently it looks like we might be winning this fight, thanks to two of my units being silver class, and the opponent only having 3 bronze. Yeah, so currently I'm not planning on using the supers team, but we'll see how it goes, depending on what we get. There's really nothing that we want there, so we can just leave the team as is. You can just maybe add a Sunfire Cape there. Yeah, so also a good tip is always when you have your tank units, basically your units that you think will take the most damage and has the most health and defense. Usually put them up close so that they take all the damage, and then if you have units that deal a lot of attack damage or ability power, you usually put them at the back, since you want to keep them alive as long as possible, since then it'll be easier to take out the opposing team. Yeah, so currently my team is mostly just tanks. Luckily, Gangplank, which I started with, is also on silver, so he's doing a little bit of damage. So it looks like we'll probably also end up winning this one. Yes, we did. So it's quite a good start, still with 20 lives left. Okay, so there's another poppy, since we already have a poppy. So we can either add, but since we're going for defender, just as you can see here for Anima Squad, you only have 6. So we might as well go for the supers team. So basically the goal is to get all 6 of the Anima Squads and then combine that with 3 supers. If we end up getting so far that I can put 9 people in the team, the supers will quite boost my damage quite significantly, which should be a very helpful thing at this point, since I have quite a lot of tanks, so that will be very helpful. Yeah, so basically those are the 3 units we need, and as well as D6. So hopefully we'll end up getting a lot of them. I think this fight will end up losing, since I don't have any units currently that deal a lot of damage. So hopefully next up we can get some Anima Squad units that deal a lot of damage. And there's the first one. You can rather take out him, because then we can basically just add in an Anima Squad to get the bronze active there. Let's refresh, and there's the third super that we need, and another Anima Squad, which is perfect. Yeah, so as you can see here, this Anima Squad has Brawler and Defender traits as well, but since I'm going for supers combined with Anima Squad, the other 2 traits won't be used now. But also a good team to use is Anima Squad, and then putting in 3 extra defenders. Units that do a lot of damage have a lot of time to take out the opponents. Yeah, so that was quite a good win. That's thanks to the Anima Squad being active. So it's quite a good bonus to have extra attack damage and ability power, and also getting bonus health for all the kills. So that's a very nice thing to have. So let's see what we get in the shop now. Got nothing good at this point. This is super. So basically want to put in another Anima Squad, since this bonus attack damage and ability power will only be applied to our Anima Squad team. So one thing that we desperately need will be a spatula. If we can add the spatula and get an extra Anima Squad emblem, we can have all 7 Anima Squad, and then that would boost the attack damage and ability power quite significantly. But yeah, let's hope we can get that. Okay, so there's our Anima Squad. Okay, no units we want currently. There's the supers we need. Another Anima Squad, fantastic. So you can see that's basically for Laser Corp if we have a spatula. And that's a duelist emblem. And let's see, yeah, so you'll see with this needlessly large rod, if you add that with a spatula, you get the extra Anima Squad emblem. But just always remember that this has to be applied to a unit that isn't already currently Anima Squad. So basically we'll have to add that to one of our 3 supers that we'll have in the team later on. Yeah, so it looks like we'll end up losing this one because this Ezreal has quite nice items, can cast a lot of abilities with this blue buff, and the Giant Slayer gives some extra damage. So we can get one more Anima Squad. Currently it's not looking like we're getting it, but we'll see. Hopefully some refreshes and then we'll have our 5th Anima Squad. And no. So then first add this one, Malphite, because then I could get the mascot emblem as well. Lee Sin would have given us Heart and Brawler. We have Brawler, so that's the next unit we want to put in. We can basically add that to Gangplank, since he's basically going to be the one that we add the spatula to as well. So see, it's another giant spell, so we can add that for our tanks. And there's a lot of supers now that we can add. Armor, which is quite nice. That gives a lot of extra health, so it will take them longer to kill. And yeah, so there's basically what we have so far. So we can add these two to Jinx at the back. That item will give us some extra attack speed, and since she's the only unit at this point that's solely there to deal some damage, that's why we give it to her. Yeah, so currently my team is mainly full of tanks. Hopefully we can get the last to be able to have the 5 Anima Squads to boost the attack damage and the ability power. Yeah, so this battle was lost quite far, again due to my team not having a lot of attack damage at this point. So hopefully we can get some more units. Okay, Malphite is now silver. Nice. Let's see what we can get. Fantastic. So there's our 5th Anima Squad. So we'd rather take the tank out, because now with that purchase we basically have a nice, okay, so see my bench is full, so it doesn't allow me to purchase new units, so let's just sell that one, because we want to try and get our Anima Squad units as strong as possible, since they are the ones that have all the extra bonuses. So as you can see now, looks like we're losing again, but doing much better than previous rounds, since the bonus went up to the 2nd level. So that means more attack damage and more ability power, and that was a nice win. Saved it right until the end. Okay, so now we can basically do that, but since that's an Anima Squad unit we really want, we can put her in the back, in the corner, since her ability shoots across the field. Another one of the Anima Squads that we need. But since we don't have space, we can sell that one. Let's see. We just need some space on the bench currently. Yeah, having space on the bench is always helpful, since sometimes you get extra items or some. See here, this should be an item, but let's just go on. Yeah, so that's going to give us some extra health later on in the fight. Yeah, so we're looking for some new units, but currently it's not going that well. Let's see what we can get from here. That's ideally what we want, and since we'd rather have Anima Squad, that's why we purchase Anima Squad. Yeah, so basically Misfortune, you'd want to add a lot of attack damage heroes. So if we give her the blue buff, the chances of casting abilities is increased. So you'll see there she shoots a lot of bullets and does quite a lot of damage, but unfortunately we lost this one again. But hopefully as soon as we can get our supers to 3 of them, then that should help, as well as getting a spatula. So we're hoping for a spatula so that we can just boost this to 7 Anima Squad. So let's see what we get. Another Misfortune, that's good. Yeah, so we currently need units desperately, but we're not getting them. So I'm rather going to save my gold instead of refreshing, since if I refresh now, I end up with 1 gold. So the only units that I'll be able to buy that will actually free up some space on my bench would be a Silas. Then he would be gold, so we're just going to save our gold for now. Yeah, so we're really hoping for a spatula pretty soon. We can add it here to Gangplank to make him an Anima Squad as well, which would really help the team a lot. Yeah, so this team currently fighting quite strong, especially with this Makeup Prime that's gold and stacked with items. So yeah, this is going to be another loss. But now we're going to be able to add another unit, so hopefully adding an extra tank would just make the team last a little bit longer. Yeah, so currently we're in 6th position, which isn't that good. Hopefully that'll be able to change pretty soon. So no units, so let's put in Malphite. We can purchase Vayne. Finally another silver unit. Let's see what we can get here. Another one of them. So currently we're struggling a little bit here. Since Vayne's already silver, it's more likely to get gold. So as you can see now, we need 1 more Misfortune to get her to silver, or we need a Silas for gold or a Jinx for gold. So hopefully in the next shop we'll be able to get either one of the 3 units just to free up some space on the bench. Okay, so Gangplank's not helping me. There we go. Now we got a golden Silas. Quicksilver. Misfortune, we need 1 more Misfortune, then that would be very great for the team. I'll purchase Nasus. And yeah, I think unfortunately after this fight it might be game over. I think if we were able to get 1 more Misfortune or a Jinx, then that would have boosted the team a lot. But let's see how we do. Luckily we did get a nice golden Silas. So what happens when you level up a guy from bronze to silver and gold, all the stats are increased. So that's a very helpful thing to have. But yeah, this guy's team completely wrecked my team, so that's game over. Yeah, so this didn't go very well since we didn't have a lot of golden units and we weren't able to get that spatula. But hopefully, yeah, this taught you a little bit about Anima Squad. Yes, and Anima Squad is quite a strong team early on because you get a lot of units for them, but yeah, they don't always end up doing well. But yeah, it's not the worst, but yeah, playing with Anima Squad is quite an easy team to play. You can combine that with various different teams. You can add with Defender to add some tanks. You can even go for duelists or mascots, or I tried for supers but I just couldn't get to the 9th level. Recon's also a good one, brawler or defender. So Anima Squad is quite an easy team to play with, and hopefully you'll try them out soon.